Hello students, now let us start with the question number 3 of the same lesson again. Question number 3. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs given in the box. Here in the box we are given the words. Now what we have to do? We have to fill these blanks with the correct form of the verb given. I was blank dinner for the guest. Now I was is given, that means it is the continuous form. So we will write cook plus ing, that is cooking. Then B, Manohar had blank from Russia 2 days back. Had, if it is had, then it is the past perfect form. So we will use V3 of the verb. So with arrive we will use D, arrived. So had arrived. So students, after A and B, C and D is homework. You have to do C and D in homework. Now from E, we are having the sentences which have two blanks. So let us see. Aishwarya was blank when the chandelier blank on stage. Now was means it is the continuous form. So with the verb, we'll use ing. So we'll use perform, and with perform we will use ing to make it performing. So was performing. When the chandelier fell, we'll use the simple past form of fall, that is fell on stage. Next, F. While the father was blank the clothes, the mother blank lunch. Now was, so we will be using the continuous form. We will use ing with wash. So was washing. The mother ordered. It is the past form of order. So it is simple past form. We will write here ordered. So students, in the same way you have to complete G and H in homework. Now let us see question number 4. Complete the following sentences using appropriate verbs of the tense given in brackets. We have to complete these blanks. We have to complete these sentences with the proper form, with the appropriate verbs and the proper form which are given in the bracket. I blank at his joke. So past continuous. With I we will use was. So was laughing. You can use any other verb also. It's not necessary to use laughing over here. Number B. The nurse blank ointment on my wounds. Past perfect. So the nurse had applied, the third form of verb. Apply will change to applied. So had applied. C. The girls blank the trophy with pride in their eyes. Simple past. The girls lifted. Simple past form will change lift into lifted. D. Manasa blanked the music classes last year. Past perfect. That means had plus V3. So join will change to joined. Manasa had joined. Understood students? Now you have to do the same way E to H. E to H is homework. So students, now let us start with question number 5 of exercise. Frame sentences on the situations given below using tenses and verbs mentioned in the brackets. One has been done for you. Here you are given the situations. And now what you have to do? You have to frame the sentence for that situation using this tense which is given in the bracket with the verb which is given here. Now we have to use this given verb in past perfect continuous, like the tense which is given in the bracket, and then we have to frame the sentence. Now students, here you can see I have written write this exercise in notebook. Here we are not given the place for writing sentences, so you have to write this exercise in your notebook. Number 1. Manu went to bed at 10 p.m. I woke him up at 4 a.m. Past perfect continuous. Sleep. So Manu had been sleeping for 6 hours before I woke him up at 4 a.m. Had been sleeping, that is past perfect continuous. So had been sleeping is the past perfect continuous form. Let us see the next one. B. She gave the book to Raghu on Monday. The book was still with him on Wednesday. Past perfect continuous and read. So Raghu had been reading the books she gave him on Monday for 2 days. Had been reading. So we have used the verb read in past perfect continuous form in this way. So students, in this way you have to write these sentences in your notebook. Don't forget it. Don't skip to writing in notebook. C. I visited my school last month. I could not recognize it. Past perfect and change. We have to use change in a past perfect form. So what we will use? We will use had changed. My school had changed so much that I could not recognize it when I visited it last month. Understood? Next, D. We had to go to Jubilee Hills. We stood at the bus stand. Past continuous and wait. So, we'll see what is the subject over here. We. So, we were waiting. We have added ing to wait. We were waiting for the bus as we had to go to the Jubilee Hills. Understood, students? In this way, you have to frame the sentences using the given verb in the given tense. From E to H, you have to do in your homework. Now, let us start with question number 6 of this exercise. That is, complete the following sentences using the tense given in bracket. Write in notebook. Students, you have to write this exercise also in your notebook. We have to complete these incomplete sentences using this tense. The child was crying at the toy shop because. Now, the child was crying at the toy shop because his mother had refused to buy him a new toy. Had refused, that is past perfect form. Students, you can also write any other sentence also. It's not necessary to complete the sentence using this one. If you are writing any other verb, you are using any other verb to complete it, that is okay. But it should be in the past form and the past form of verb should be correct. B. We had been traveling for 3 days before. We had been traveling for 3 days before we found our way to the waterfalls. We have to use simple past. So, find, found, found. We have used here simple past, found. C. The roads in my colony were blocked as past perfect. So, the roads in my colony were blocked as the drains had clogged due to rains. Past perfect, so had clogged. Understood? Next, I wanted to say goodbye to you, but past continuous. So, I wanted to say goodbye to you, but I was getting late for work. Was getting. So, it is past continuous. So, students, in this way, you have to complete the sentences with the verbs given, with the tenses given in the brackets.